Okay, so in this video we're going to do two quick things. One, we're going to build in this sort of cone-shaped indentation to capture the blade if it does start coming off. And also we need to be able to, we're going to create a small piece of 3D printed plastic that shows us where these holes are. We need to be able to transfer the location of these holes to our motor control test boards so that we can spin these things and have them screwed down to the table. All right, so that's what we're doing next. To do that, I'm going to hide the housing, flip the propeller cage over, create a sketch on this surface here. And I want to extrude this out 10 millimeters. So I'm going to grab a circle tool, click on the center of the sketch, and then go out to the edge of the circle there. And I'm going to hit E for extrude. I'm going to extrude this out 10 more millimeters. 10, enter. And now I need to create a sketch. I want to hollow out a cone shape inside there. So I actually need to create a sketch that goes down the middle of this. Right down the middle of this and bisects it. Now I don't have anything flat to go on. I could create a sketch on this side, but it's not really right down the middle. It's a little bit off to the side. So to do that, I'm going to create what's called a midplane. So the midplane is going to be halfway between these two arms, which is exactly, sorry, something flipped over fast, exactly in the middle there. And I'm going to click OK. So you can see from a front view, my orange plane, which is invisible for some reason, is going right through the middle of it there. So I'm going to create a sketch, tip it so I can see what I'm doing, on this midplane. And then I'm going to do a really cool thing which is called create, project, include, and intersect. And what this is I'm going to choose body here, and I'm going to click here. It's going to sketch a line around every point where the body goes through the plane. So I'm going to click on this body, and you can see what it's doing if I tip it over. It's going to draw a line wherever the body goes through the midplane at. And I'm going to click OK. And you can see it drew it up here because it went through there and it went through here. Now I can hide the propeller cage. Click on my right view so I can see what I'm doing. And I want to create that hollowed out point here. To do that, I'm going to use a revolve tool. So I need to create half the shape. So I'm going to start by first just drawing a line right down the middle of this purple line. Yep, right there, all the way to this end here. And then I'm going to draw it in, I'm going to create a construction line, another one up here. I don't want to go all the way to the edge here, so I'm going to do D for dimensioning. And I'm going to dimension this off 1 full millimeter from the outside edge. And then I'm going to go maybe around here-ish. Click there, and then D for dimensioning, and let's take it 4 millimeters from the bottom edge. Awesome. And now what I'm going to do is draw this half shape. So I'm going to come here and create an arc, a 3-point arc, clicking on the start of the arc, the end of the arc, and then somewhere in the middle. Oh, I don't like that. Let me undo that construction line there. And something like that. Escape. Now I want this arc to come off perfectly smooth from this line. So that's where tangent comes in. Tangent means that a curve and the line meet in kind of a perfectly smooth way. I'm going to click on the arc and then click on this line here. And I'm going to get this tangent symbol. If you already have that symbol, you'll get an error saying it's already been applied. Then that's okay, you're already good. And now I'm going to use this shape to cut a kind of a cone shape into the thing. All right. To do that, I need to go finish sketch and then turn my propeller cage back on. Actually, before I do that, let me go to the revolve tool and click on this shape. And then the axis I'm going to revolve it around is this center line here. And you can see what it does. It revolves it around that and creates that cone shape. Except I want to create a hole. To do that, I just turn the propeller cage back on and it automatically assumes that I want to cut that out. So now you can see I have a hole there for the nose cone to fit into in case things go awry. Bam. That's wicked cool. That was 5 minutes to make that one thing. All right, so that was kind of an intense thing to do. There's our cage, totally done. Here's our propeller housing. Last thing we need to do before we start 3D printing is we just need to go to the bottom of our foot, and we're going to create a sketch right here on the bottom, and we're going to extrude right away, and we're going to extrude it up 2 millimeters, and we're going to do a new body and click OK. And then on body 12, we're going to name this the hole guide. Later on, you'll be mounting this to a piece of plywood to do some motor tests on. And we need to make sure we know where the holes are. So by having this hole guide, we'll 3D print it and just put it on there and be able to mark where the holes go to screw stuff in. It'll make life a lot easier. All right, that's it for this video. That's it for the housing. You are fully modeled. You're ready to start 3D printing in the next video. If you know how to 3D print these 3 parts, skip it and just 3D print them. Awesome, good job. We'll talk to you soon.